Okay. Come on, Chineke. You are highly welcome to our today's live broadcast. Welcome. Little interruption there. We continue. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon to some of you, according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. You are highly welcome to our today's live broadcast right here from our homeland radio Biafra, here in Biafra land, where I am broadcasting from. I remain the fearless Ipob evangelist Mazi Madi Abuchi. I am from Ndiabo. Ndiabo is in Anenri. Anenri is a local government in Ojiriva province, Biafra land. I am a homeland broadcaster under Ipob. Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. And he is leading us even from DSS solitary confinement. He is our leader and he will continue to lead us. That is the point of this very anger of the government, that Nnamdi Kanu is still giving order from detention. This very power they wanted to take away from him, we could not allow them. They wanted to take away power from him. That is the essence of the infiltrator. But the power is still there. They have confirmed it, and they are eternally weak. They are inside of them. They are in trouble. They say all these things we are doing, so now they can still issuing order. What kind of thing is this? They have wasted their money. Federal government have wasted their money. Everyone have wasted strength. Everyone have also wasted our people, killing them, wasted blood, destroy properties, destroy economics, threaten people, change people from their normal position. In all these things, power still within Nnamdi Kanu. What is the essence of all this rubbish? Somebody is the prime minister. But somebody, a prime minister gave order. Leader of a movement gave order. And the order of a leader of a movement was carried on. But the order of prime minister was not carried on. But the prime minister is superior to the leader. Mad people everywhere. Thank you. After listening, then we pray.
Sit at home started in 2021, August 2021, when the agitation group called Ipob insisted that they will go on a sit at home because of their leader held in prison in the DSS. 3 weeks later, when the effect of the criminal takeover of this started to manifest, this same Ipob came out and said that they are no longer...
Pick that very word, criminal takeover. Criminal takeover of this. Criminal takeover of this. Can you see to Rakabali Begwage? Oko Berabia Kewa. Okore Ejimakime. Was Ejimako able to do it? When the criminal takeover of this, Chineke Mereme Berabali Bemai. Criminal and true to Nan or Romware. Ezo criminal takeover. Yao Simon Ebrima, a criminal. And those that are supporting him, that hijacked sit at home, that were dropped. You are a criminal. You heard it from Abaribe. Let us go back a little.
3 weeks later, when the effect of the criminal takeover of this started to manifest, this same Ipob came out and said that they are no longer supporting sit at home, that they will have stopped. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, the general had been removed from the bottle, and all manners of criminal elements had taken over and now use the sit at home to kill, to maim, to burn houses, to kill policemen and all manners of innocent.
Now, what Barrister Senator Engineer Balibe is saying, is it different from what Mazi Madi and the IPOB leadership have been saying on Radio Biafra? Is it different? He tell you what IPOB leadership told you what they have been doing in the name of sit at home. This is what a senator is saying in the Senate House. We have also been vindicated on that.
People.
After listening to this,
when that continued, by December of 2021, and I need for everybody to know this, in company of former senator and our former deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, 2 bishops, and the secretary of Ohaneze, I went with them to meet with their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in the DSS headquarters. And there, we pointedly asked him, why did you institute this menace that is crippling the Southeast? He denied and said that the person who is going ahead and insisting that he's doing sit at home on his behalf is somebody called Simon Ekpa, living in Finland, and that he never authorized that. And that actually the person he said that ought to represent him is another person. And he called him.
He called him what? Let us listen.
Authorize that. And that actually the person he said that ought to represent him is another person. And he called the person's name Chike Edozian. We came back from that meeting in DSS, called a meeting of all the leaders of the Southeast.
Did you understand? Let us pray, then we handle this matter. I ga-ebidokwa ekpere anyị ahụ again maka o bidokwala ọrụ. Ụfọdụ na-achọ hide ka anyị bidokwa dị ekpere again. Nara ekele, nara otuto, nara ọjịja mma, na mbuli elu, nara iche isi Chineke mgbe ochie. Imeela n'isi Nnamdi Kanu, imeela n'isi IPOB, imeela n'isi ESN, imeela n'isi lawyers Nnamdi Kanu. Nara ekele, nara ọjịja mma. Imeela n'isi family Nnamdi Kanu. Nara ekele, ma nwunye ya ma ụmụ ya. Nara ekele, nara otuto, nara ọjịja mma, nara mbuli elu, n'ihi na ebuchi. Onye udo, anyị na-akpọkwa gị, na-ayọkwa gị. Onye ọbụla aka bụ nsogbu nyere Nnamdi Kanu, ma onye ahụ na-ezo ezo, ma o ji ihe kpuchie onwe ya, ma o ji IPOB izogbuo, ụtọ ọbụla o si zogbuo, mee ka ọ pụta ihe. Otu a ndị mmadụ ka na-apụta ihe. Ọ bụrụ na m so mee ka m pụta ihe. Ihe anyị chọrọ ka ụzọ ghere oghe, Nnamdi Kanu pụta ka ụzọ dịrị ya tru. Anyị achọghị ihe ga-enye ya nsogbu, na-abụghị ka o mee ihe ndị o kwesịrị ime nọ n'ụzọ freedom. Pụta ọ bụrụ mmadụ ịbịa na-adị ya pin n'akụkụ, wezụga anyị ma ọ bụrụ na m so, wezụga ndị dị otu a n'ụzọ, na-emebọ ha n'ihe ọbụla ha na-eme, mee ka ha pụta ihe. Anyị hụrụ ndị nke i mere ha pụta ihe na nso nso a. Otu a ka anyị na-anyekwa gị ime ka ndị ọzọ pụta ihe, maka na ụzọ ga-eghere ya oghe. Ihe ya na ya ga-alụ ọgụ ndị iro. Anyị achọghị ndị ga-anọ anyị n'etiti, anyị na-agba ha na-agba anyị n'azụ. Wezụgara anyị ndị dị otu a, mgbe anyị ga-amachi ka anyị nwee mmeri, nara ekele nara otuto maka na anyị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eso ṅụrịa oge na-adịghị anya n'ala anyị a, n'aha gị chi ukwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise, thank you. Remove. Facebook, what is your problem? Are you not happy with the topic? Facebook, you have to be happy. Very, very important. Now let us move. We have listened to the voice of Engineer Abaribe. You know, there are things I will pick there, but not now. I'm coming. Let us go into the matter. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be freed on court merits, not because of insecurity in the east, in the southeast, or some other or east insecurity. You get the point. You know, when we told them that we are IPOB, if you know the God of the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu, not Ejimako is not member of the legal team. He had been sacked long from legal team. Not this one IPOB did to him the other day. He had been sacked. He had been sacked for long. Nnamdi Kanu gave order he should not join the legal team. He should come out from there. As a sabo, ekwo ihe yoshide ewepu ya. Ganye, emano ogozi family Ejimako. So ihe ọ na-amewo ịgara ụmụnne director chizi family ozi ọ ya nwa lawyer as a legal person ka ọ na-enwe eji power lawyer na-ahụ our leader nwee ike na-ewegara family ozi ọgwụla ihe ọ na-arụ beta ọ bịa na-amabatazi na IPOB eklemezi etinyezi ahụ ịghọtara a na-efolo ihe ọ na-agara director ozi ọ ihe a kpọrọ ya special counsel eze egozi zere onye a beta ọ na-ahụ ha bịa ha combine ha with Kanu nta agwazie Ejimako ọbịa ọgwa director ka anyị faịlụ anụ suit dị otu a suit na-enwe meaning ọhịa ha na conspire na faịlụ suit na-enwe meaning ọgwa ya nwa na-abịa etu unu director si ya ka faịlụ ọhịa. Let us move. A na-ekwu ndị legal team ahụ ozoko mee na lead ụdị ndị ọzọ na-ekpere ndị ahụ gbagotere ha ejichugo Nigeria. They have held Nigerian government down. Then we move. You get the point. That is where they were driving to. They started this earlier, it didn't work. They hook it on election. No election. It failed. IPOB neutralized their trap. Right? When they were chatting, no election. Some of these idiots have not even asked Eberima, where is the no election? When you know that they finally fell, they came up with a government in exile so that the idiot will be updated with the fake rubbish. Because the no election was rubbish. Then 150 days countdown, rubbish. Right? So they were neutral. He was neutral. Nothing to happen. They click on government in exile. Do you understand? Now, who is doing this? Federal government. That's what we are telling you. Not the instrument they are using. We just call the name of the instrument. We know the people we are fighting. You cannot show us our enemy. This is a battle we have been in. We will tell you our enemies. Those that are going against what we agreed. You can't tell me that this one is good. There is something we agreed earlier. If you go against it, we come against you. It doesn't matter who you are. You go against what we agreed, we come against you. In the open. Nihu director, we come against you. When our leader brought a Yoruba prophetess on the radio, did he not tell us not to attack her? Because he know that the woman may go wrong. And upon that, she was attacked. You can't show us our enemy. You can't tell us when they were going wrong. You know? When the woman gave fake prophecy on the radio, Yoruba woman, a prophetess, yeah, it was when she was driving wrong. Then we told her no, right? Then we move. Thank you. So now, their primary agenda is take away power from Nnamdi Kanu. How do you take away power from Nnamdi Kanu? Blackmail IPOB leadership. That is his powerhouse. That is the powerhouse of the people. IPOB leadership. That is where power lies. The power to put our radio is there. Head of radio is there. The power for defense, ESN, they are member of directorate. The power to any power is there. It's powerhouse. Powerhouse. Federal government face. What is their reason? Because they believe that they thought that Mazi Madi will betray by sending Nelly of Ebu, through their politicians, they plotted them. Sending Nelly of Ebu to tell Mazi Madi to abandon DOS, let them use the name of ESN to fight for our leader. Our leader that the Nigerian government have presented already that he will defend himself in court. How come you are presenting ESN? Does ESN have any duty with free Nnamdi Kanu? When Nigeria knew that they are wrong, right? Then they presented court, thinking that during the court proceedings, they will provoke you. That's why they sent army first in our place. But we refuse to be provoked because we have seen provocations from Nigerian government, killings of our people, attack on our leader's house, killings of people, massacre of IPOB family members always, killings of IPOB in Obi-Igbo massacre. All these are provocations. Massacre of IPOB in Igbocha, the Port Harcourt, 20th of January 2017. The massacre. These are provocations. We have seen it. So your tonton in the court, which is in the open, because the world is saying it. Because all this massacre, you refuse to. You were defending yourself, telling the world you did not do it. But the court proceedings is in the open. I think our people can understand. This is the one Nnamdi Kanu brought to them. The court proceed. You may disobey court order, but it is in the open. But they have killed us. When we shouted, they said they did not do. These are provocations. They killed us in Ipob, provocation. They came to MNK, they killed us, provocations. They formed the Bubagu, they've been killing us, provocations. They brought Dokubo, they have been killing us, provocations. Right? So we have seen provocation. The checking points are provocations. We have seen it. Imposing general chairman, president on us is a provocation. Right? But we saw all this thing, we were not provoked. How come when Nigeria scored goal in Kenya, they score goal in their post, own goal? That is when we'll be provoked. That was the plan of Nigeria. And we refused to fall in it. Because they presented to the world that Nnamdi Kanu is maintaining self-determination. If he has not been maintaining self-determination, they will not present court. Do you understand? But when they say court, means that IPOB need to follow it up, maintain the self-determination because they have come in online with what we are doing. And what we are law-abiding. So when they said court, we was happy because everything we do is under the law. But some idiot was with the gun killing our people at home. They say we are cowards. You are not going to get victory in your precious court. You are not going to get anything. And I told our people in brokers, I told them, you need a weapon. You need a weapon. You must secure victory in their court. I say we must secure victory. You will use it to confront UN. You will use it to confront EU. You will use it to confront any government in the world. Don't mind these people. We need to follow them. Secure victory in their court. You need to follow. I told our people, move on. Secure it. It's secure. That is your weapon. There is no weapon now. They are talking about unconditional release. Unconditional. Until we secure the discharge and acquitted, that's when we grab superior weapon. Presentable to any government in the world, even before God. A weapon you can be bold of. Discharge and acquitted. Am I now prohibited from standing any trial? Nnamdi Kanu, the same judgment. the way he was brought back to Nigeria from Kenya was also condemned by the same appeal court. They also ruled that he should be paid compensation. Now you see that extraordinary rendition suit or victory of Ejimako in Umuahia, 26th of October, was already secured on the 13th of October, 2022. It was already secured. That is why the appeal court ruling is number one. Ejimako secured his own on the 26th when it have already been secured. You know, he tried to show up. I did. But in the suit of Osokome, in the appeal, he added the extraordinary rendition. He added it. And it was involved in the ruling of the appeal court. They said that they condemned the way he was brought back to Nigeria. That's the extraordinary rendition. Which, if Nigeria is an individual, he or she will be convicted. Now, the judgment also, the state and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu, the same judgment said that they will pay Nnamdi Kanu compensation. The same judgment also said that he will not stand any trial in any Nigerian court on this matter. Now, still Ejimako was going there, right? He secured his own, but today, what are you presenting? Appeal court ruling. But they said, don't go to court, you will not get victory. You need to burn down the suit. Today, the same people that said this are the people that are asking you, since the court have really freed him, what is due age to him? We need to do something. They must obey court order. The same court you said we should not go. That is how they divert. The same people that accuse us as if political solution is wrong. They were attacking us as if we choose. People said, allow us to go for free Nnamdi Kanu under political solution. We said, go ahead. That was, what is it called? Traditional rulers and the religious leaders from our place. Say, go ahead. Because judgment have not been given them. So the executive can decide and free him. That is when political solution can come in. It cannot come in when the judgment have been given. I'm still coming there, but I want to address things here. Right? Now, we continue because that has been the approach of IPOB. Going to court to free their own. We have never attacked any prison or detention facility. We never confronted any Nigerian security agencies when they are kidnapping IPOB members. No. We wait for them in court. Right? That has been our method. We never changed. We continue to maintain it. And that is why when Nigeria presented court, we say, okay, we have been in your court before. You are even owing us debt of judgments now. They have given judgments. Ademola discharged Nnamdi Kanu, Justice Ademola, December 2015, have not been obeyed till today. Discharged and acquitted. John Soho discharged Mazi Madi Abuchi. Sorry, discharged, yes, discharged unconditionally, yes. John Soho, Justice John Soho also discharged Mazi Madi Abuchi unconditionally, 2016. Those ones have not been obeyed. They only granted the bail. They're still owing us. So when they said court, we say they are owing us debt. Even the bail they granted in Nnamdi, they did not allow him to enjoy it. They are still owing us debt. Do they say court? Let us go there. Is it not the same court? They don't want Nnamdi to come, that they went to his house to kill him. Is it not the same court? So they have agreed for us to go to court. We said, okay, let us go to court. They harassed us in the court. They used DSS. They used police. They used army around the court premises. We suffered. They kidnapped many of us. They took Mama Biafra. They took many of us. They even came with a casket, written in Nnamdi Kanu terrorists, IPOB terrorists, with a big banner. These things were all their plan to provoke us. We continued until we secured it. Now I ask you, what is the business of somebody that have been killing us every Monday with the court victim? You don't need to hide there. You are not on the track. You are holding gun. Do not present court victory to anybody because you are out of track. There is no idiot who do not believe in civility that will go closer to the court victory. Those that accuse us and they try to obtain political solution as if it is wrong with our own stand, which is self-determination. Political solution is there. Court is there. Court is political solution also. Our democratic process. Referendum is there. Right? But somebody that is gone does not have, you don't even need to have lawyers or something, because you have chosen the wrong path. So you are not going to be tried. Just get you and kill you. That is why if they kill IPOB family members, we call it as extrajudicial killing. Right? It is extrajudicial killing because we are under self-determination. You have to try us. If we are on, you hold us, you capture us when we are fighting you, shooting you, gun. Nobody will ask you to take us to court. No, if you kill us then, nobody will call it extrajudicial killing. That is why Nigerian government cannot present the killings of cows, Fulani cows, by ESN. They can't present it to the world because those that are in charge of the cows have been labeled the fourth deadliest terrorist organization in the world. So anybody can confront them. Even civilians have right to confront terrorists if you have the strength. Nobody will take you to court. That's why Nigeria does not report ESN on that. They told Ebrima to use the name of ESN for criminality so that ESN can be presented as criminals. But in their duty, Nigeria cannot present it that the ESN confronted Fulani herdsmen terrorists that have been labeled fourth deadliest terrorist organization. Nobody can report it. So they want to change it that ESN is killing their own people so that they can be called terrorists. That's the plan. That's why they use it at home to kill us. And they keep saying we are ESN, we are enforcing it at home. So that the name of ESN will be attached to criminality because ESN duty can never be turned to criminality. You have to present their duty in the bushes before you try to tag them. But Nigeria tried to drive the agenda away, drive the what is it called? Narrative from the bush. Using the people now think that ESN operates in the communities. That is to say, any killings, they will target on them. So that they can be criminalized. Did you understand? That is the issue. Nigerian government cannot say, ESN is fighting Fulani herdsmen. They have been labeled terrorists. That's why they have been running around. They try to present ESN as terrorists. It's unpresentable. Because the name, their duty, the world is aware of their duty. So until you use the name of ESN to terrorize people, citizens, which Nigeria will come and claim that ESN is, IPOB is killing and ESN is killing their citizens. They now claim that Biafrans are Nigerian citizens. And they will start sending army to secure Nigerian citizens. By then, you have become nothing to your people. That has been their plan. The same ESN that have been saving our people, they will now turn them as criminals. Now, Nigerian army that our people despises will now turn as savior to our people. That's the job of Eberima. That's the job. But we defeated them. Can Nigerian government present ESN confronting Fulani herdsmen to the world and say they don't like it? No. The initial incitement, I will call it, was that IPOB is killing northerners in the east. Where? Call it inside the bush now. Let us see. Mention bush. We'll ask you what you are doing there. People are living in the town. You are living in the bush. They refuse to mention bush. They say in the east, they are killing northerners. So when they are playing politics, we know. Mbọbụla ihe itiri ha ma mgbe apụọ ha n'ọnụ. Anyị kụọ ha ihu ebe ofu onye politician na-eme ọnụ chọrị. Ị ga-ama na anyị egbugo ihe ebe ọjọọ. Mad people. So we continue on the case of our leader. The narrative they want to change is why they were supporting Eberima. They promoted him. You know, the problem with Southeast politicians now is that they failed. Out of desperation, when they recruited Eberima, which our leader called infiltrators and moles. You know, some have forgotten who called them names. They say it's us. Not we. Nnamdi Kanu said it. They are moose and the infiltrators. We did not give you such name. So we continue. And he said they are cursed. We will not forget that one. He said they are cursed. Right? Thank you. Thank you. So they brought these very people, they recruited them, because when the killing of Nnamdi Kanu failed in Kenya, because the agreement was to kill him, there was no time Nigeria was in a plan to go to court with Nnamdi Kanu. There was no time. They checked that. There was no time. There was no time like that. Tinubu is aware. Tinubu is aware. He's aware. He's aware of the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu. That's why they left it for him. The reason was you need to be involved. If you want to be president, Nnamdi Kanu should be killed. That was the discussion. Don't ask Tinubu is aware. So he sponsored everything. Through Hope Uzodinma, he connected the Devuma. They started. You know, that's when the arrangement was too far. They started earlier. Right? That's why APC governor was forced on us in Imo. APC governor was forced on us so that they will have entrance. They will have way of entering our place. They don't care whether it affects you. They just force us so that they will enter. Through Zodema, Omahe come in. From Omahe, they got to Obiano. From Obiano, they got to Guane and Ibazu. That's all. And after the killings of Nnamdi Kanu fell, because that's the same thing they were running from. The Britain is running for this, away from this. The agreement was kill him. Both the governors, they are aware. Kill him. Soludo wasn't involved. It was Obiano. In case you don't know. It was Obiano. Right? That was there. The killing fell. They brought him home. The same thing. Britain said, don't arrest Oju. Go and fight them. If you arrest him, the world will now ask for the documents. He will present it, and they will start looking into the documents. So they don't want our matter to be treated. Just shut us up. That's the British instruction. Shut them up. Kill Nnamdi Kanu. So that there will be different informations. So that people will be confused. BBC will be bringing the information where Nnamdi Kanu is or was. The other person will be bringing. The other media, they will buy over the media. Everybody will bring faith. And even if you tell them the truth, they will say it's a lie. They will say Al Jazeera said this. They will say this one said this. They will say this one said this. But then they have killed Nnamdi Kanu. They will continue on that. They will continue spending money on media. The media will take it up. Even if you like, it's 5 years, 10 years. They will keep covering the death of Nnamdi Kanu. Had they killed him in Kenya? But it failed. It ended up in the same court. Now, when they brought him back, they contacted the same governors because they cannot run away from it. The threat to them from federal government Fulani was that if they refuse to come into this issue, then they will publish their agreement. They will use one of their bloggers, just publish it, it will circulate. Because the agreement was to kill Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. None of the governors wanted to hear the noise of Nnamdi Kanu. The other time he was here, they said he has taken power from them. He called us to Kulobia, we go. He called us to here, we go. There was no governor then. That's what they think. They said, no, we don't need him. The same thing they took Pontius Pilate. That was their problem. That's what they presented. Now, they want to avoid it. They don't want to have another king here again. Right? If they bring in Nnamdi Kanu, it will be a problem. The governor said, we don't want it. And when because here were in Nigeria, the plan was to kill him. Nnamdi Kanu no here, good problem there. Now, the governors now came in coming in with by sponsoring and covering up the infiltrators Until they left office, they never complained about the infiltrators' activities. Those involved. Right? Now, when they brought this very infiltrator chief in, those that brought the infiltrators, Madam Oyibo, Nelly Ofebu, and few of them, immediately the government saw that Simon Ekperima was their mouthpiece. The government, that is, they jumped both Nelly, both Oyibo, both Kanu, both all of them that brought Ekperima. Government now went direct to Ekperima and took over from both the governors. They took Ekperima away from both the governors. He became very, very far from those that brought him. And the governor, if they want to talk, the duty of the federal government is to tell them to keep quiet. Because they have already been soiled, their hands have been soiled already. So they need to be calm. So government used the agreement to kill Nnamdi, to be threatening them so that none of them will say anything until they left office. It is this new one that came in that started shouting. Do you understand? We continue. That's how it was moving. They took Ekperima. They now start using Ekperima to destroy our land. And the government, these governors, politicians that contracted him, have no access to him again on that level. Do you understand? Because the power that is now leading him is powerful. And those Nigerian government now connected him to their international agents who will now be driving him. These are people contracted by federal government, white men. They drive him to here, they drive him to here. Those people are working with the British. That is where the brain, that these people are in charge of all the activities Ekperima is carrying on. He became far from Nelly, all of them, he became far from them. If you think you are still closer to Ekperima, you try to show him that you know where he started, he will kick you out. Why? Because he is far from you. You brought him as mouthpiece, but he's the one the government go direct, knowing that he can be used. And those that brought him was kicked out. And that's why if you want to show Ekperima you can do something, he will kick you out. He's in charge. But you brought him because Nigerian government have overrun over all of you and took over him. Knowing that he's the staunch of destruction. And you know when do you understand? Now, I know why I touch here. This has been the plan of federal government. Take away power from Nnamdi Kanu. Before you take power away, you will destroy IPOB. Because IPOB leadership is the powerhouse. And when they tried with the blackmail, it failed. They now told him, okay, divide them into many parts. Right? How? They came up, they said, the Biafra struggle have entered autopilot so that they will drive you away. On the way, they told them, okay, come up with Idu. They came up with Idu to drive another people. Right? While there are middle people, they will frustrate. Those that will say, I am as a Baikwaku, they will now go and sit down. So this is to divide the house of Nnamdi Kanu and leave few people, then monitor and now sponsor Ekperima to be showing his own order, try to show his strength, then they will now be weighing it with the strength, the power from IPOB leadership, his order, and the order from IPOB leadership, so that they will know if the leadership of IPOB still have power, in case if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, they are weighing their power. Nigerian government have been monitoring, British have been monitoring. After Ekperima do everything, immediately IPOB leadership give order. They will be one monitoring it. Immediately it is obeyed, they will tell Ekperima, it has not worked. They are still obeying. He will still fight again. To the extent they said, fight Nnamdi Kanu direct. How did he fight him? He said, we are not going to take any instruction from anybody in DSS custody. It's a direct attack. Direct one. What does that mean? Keep Nnamdi Kanu incommunicado. Because when he says something, it come out, you started doubting it. That is to say, you don't want him to be saying. And you are still in line with the Nigerian government because they kidnap him so that he will not be saying on Radio Biafra. How come when he said, and it will be announced by the leadership, you say he did not say? Then you want to take power away from him. Because he does not have physical muscle. It is the same he's saying that is his power. He said, that is his power. How come when he said he did not say? So you don't want his office to be there? But IPOB maintains the office of a leader. They respect him. Anything that will go to his office, they will send it to him. He will look into it. It is for his office. The table is active, even in detention. That is the problem of Nigerian government. They could not be able to keep him incommunicado. Because he cannot be there, he will not be voicing out. We move. We continue. That is it. This what we have been pushing. What do we want to do for Nnamdi Kanu, and what have we been doing for him? 1, make sure there is IPOB. 2, stand in solidarity with him during his trial. 3, make sure he's alive. Simple. Nobody can defeat him. IPOB is his strength. IPOB is his work, his effort in life. He abandoned everything and built IPOB. His effort in life, his house in life, his shop in life, his everything in life is IPOB. You must keep it for him. You must maintain it. You must not abandon it. That's why some people told me, we are IPOB, not under DOS. And I asked them, he said they are now under top pilot, but the IPOB. I asked them, when you have problem with the same brothers and sisters, quarrel, you have misunderstanding with your brothers and sisters of the same mother and father, do you change surname? That's what I asked the other one the other day. Do you change surname? He said no. I said, how do you now go and change surname? Say you are autopilot because you have misunderstanding with your brothers at home. So, and you think if your father comes back, he will now run to you that you change your name from his name, the name of the family name, you now change to autopilot, right? You say, yeah, I don't belong to this family again, you know? You don't even attend family meeting. And you think that if your father comes back from the hospital, he will now come to you that left the family and change the name. Right? You change your surname. So he will leave his main house and come to you. Yeah, you must be insane. You get where reaching back before in HUD. Now the letter can happen all lawyer. That was one of ndị nke change aha change his surname. Site na ha water pilot. Ya bịa chọwazie gị na aga birizie. Ya gbazie gị na ya rụrụ ọrụ. Hapụzi ụlọ ya YPOB. Hapụ power house. You must be insane. Imagine. They want to change the narrative. How? We are getting there. We are getting there. I'm just sitting in this area. Federal government. You can hear them raising the voices in Senate. Because on a house now imagine it. Free him based on political solution. Free him based on use diplomacy. Free him because of insecurity in the southeast. You cannot say free him based on court order. It has insecurity again. There is nothing like free Nnamdi Kanu based on insecurity. That narrative must be dealt with. With that narrative, it will end up granting Nnamdi Kanu bail. You need to double-cross them. Because the lawyers have double-crossed them, and the IPOB need to show them the road again. Refresh their brain. That's why I came with this topic. How can you look at somebody that has been freed? Was he just freed? No. He was charged with different charges, count charges. from 5th amended can charges to 7 amended can charges to 15 amended can charges. And in these charges, they are all criminal charges. They charge him for attacking INEC offices. They charge him for NSAS. They charge him for attacking police station. They charge him for attacking checking point, army checking point, police checking point. They charge him for election boycott. They charge him for organizing IPOB. They say he's a leading terrorist organization. They charge him. Tell me what they did not charge Nnamdi Kanu for. NSAS that started in Ughelli and ended up in Lagos. They charge him for this. Now, how do you now talk about freeing Nnamdi Kanu that Nnamdi Kanu have faced anything, any matter of criminality you may ever raise up, have been charged on him? Every form of criminality you may raise up now, happening in the East, Nnamdi Kanu have faced these charges in court. And at the end, he has been discharged and acquitted. Thereby, you cannot talk about criminality. You come closer to free Nnamdi Kanu because he has been charged with criminal charges in court. And he destroyed these things. Now, what you must present is court order. For somebody to say that based on insecurity in the East, that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed based on insecurity in the East, means that you want federal government in conclusion to say, okay, we'll grant him bail. If you grant him bail, he will be under the chain of the government again. They can come and kill him at any time. Do you understand? And that is what they use some of these people to do in the House, though they raise the voice. But the backup is very wrong. By saying based on political solution. Political solution can only come when ruling of the court have not been given. That is when executive power can come in. That is when the president can come in. When during trial, when judgment is given, the court order is greater than the president. Even the court can sack the president. Therefore, executive order becomes nothing than to obey court order. Very simple. Nobody should call for amnesty. Only criminals can be given amnesty. So somebody that has been convicted or somebody that has been sent to CC is also conviction. Sending you to CC, condemned criminal or lifer is his convict. Even those in awaiting trial. Those in awaiting trial. The president can decide. That is, when Nnamdi Kanu was going trial, they can withdraw the case through the Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Justice. Right? That is what they will do. But they cannot do it because what they have is Attorney General of Fulani. Because if there is Federation there, they will obey court order. But what you have there is Fulani. Thereby, they will be given the order of Fulani, not order that concerns the Federation. Because federation means that the constitution is for everybody. The court is for everybody. So, how can Nnamdi Kanu be freed? And they will not allow him to enjoy his bail. Please, I am on program, please.
Okay, ma.
Do you understand? Thank you. So now, all these things they are gathering, both Ohanes and Igbo, both some of them, all those things they are doing is just to drive to the agenda of the government that because of Nnamdi Kanu there is much insecurity. So let us free him because of insecurity, because of somebody that has secured court victories. Somebody that has secured court victories. You want to free him because of insecurity. What kind of insecurity? What kind of insecurity? Insecurity that federal government, artificial insecurity, that federal government sponsored. You are driving it closer to a discharged and acquitted man. What are you driving that closer to Nnamdi Kanu? Try to change the narrative. But Abadi scattered the house. He divided it. Everything, separated criminals, separated IPOB. So you cannot be bringing the issue of criminality. You talk about a freed Nnamdi Kanu, legally freed. legally freed by the court of appeal, discharged and acquitted. I bring this topic to tell our people that, though I have preached it the other day, this is where they are driving to. And we need to confront them. We need to confront them. Everybody will come up. Insecurity in the East. Insecurity in the East. Hey, Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, ESN camp, ESN camp, ESN personnel, ESN this, IPOB this, IPOB that. Everything is to make sure that they say that Nnamdi Kanu is a leading criminal gang. Nnamdi Kanu is leading criminal gang. That's what they want to do. That's where they are driving to. But we have scattered everything. We have scattered everything. That place cannot work. So we are saying this to remind them that we have no other weapon to confront them than their own court order. We don't have gun, but we can defend ourselves. It is a natural law. It's also in line with self-determination. So, though Nigeria have declared war on us already, and they are killing us, but we'll be defending ourselves. That one is different, right? Because there is nobody, motor will come to jam now. You will try to make call before you know what to do. You have to take defense. So, and that is self-defense. It's either you run away, or you do something, or you jump. Whatever you know you will do to be free. Hence, you see the death with your eyes. So you take cover. So that one is applicable. He cannot announce it to you and tell you we have entered self-defense. It's already there. In self-determination, it is there. Right of indigenous people, it is there. Human right, it is there. Self-defense, everything about it is there. So, for now, Nigeria cannot try Nnamdi Kanu in court. All the court you have been seeing our legal team going is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taking them to their court. It is Nnamdi Kanu that sends lawyers to take Nigeria to their courts. Nigeria cannot take Nnamdi Kanu to court again. The Supreme Court is Nnamdi Kanu that took Nigeria to Supreme, challenging them on his illegal detention after being discharged and acquitted by appeal court, challenging them on the unlawful stay of execution. It is an illegal ruling, stay of execution, without obeying discharge and acquitted already. You must obey it first before you file any rubbish. So we challenge these things in Supreme Court. Nigeria is the one running away. They cannot take Nnamdi Kanu to court. Nnamdi Kanu have no date of court for trial. He cannot be tried. That's what we told our people. We have destroyed them. We are the one now taking them to their courts. They cannot take Nnamdi Kanu to court again. That's why they told the Birima to bring new things, to go with the killings. When that one fell, they tell him, okay, we'll sponsor you so that you become another Biafra leader. So if Nnamdi Kanu come out, you will be countering him. If you give out that you counter him, you do this. You know you have followers. Somebody that could not be able to make followers with his name. How do you think you have followers? You use the name of somebody to gather criminal. The name of Nnamdi Kanu to gather criminal. Right? Criminals, we have seen them, police, armies are killing them with their charms, with their everything, with their guns. They claim their ESN. If the security can be able to kill ESN in that manner, that means there is no ESN. Every time you see 5 boys, every time you see 4 boys, every time you see 3 boys, every Monday, police and army will capture them. Do you think it is easy to kill ESN personnel? They thought it is easy. You see criminals, if security agencies caught them, you say it's their ESN. We cry because they are our boys that they deceived to die. So you think that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, you become rival to Nnamdi Kanu. Nonsense. All the pages that federal government bought to be shouting Ekperima, all of them will change their pages name and delete their posts overnight and face what they was doing. These pages their names was changed overnight. These are already built pages. They were bought over, Facebook pages, but they were bought over, both YouTube, bought over by the government. Politicians, they bought it over. Immediately Ekperima started, they changed their names. They changed the names of the pages and started posting Biafra, promoting lies. And at the end, when everything fell to hook Nnamdi Kanu, they don't know that Nnamdi Kanu can be fighting from detention. They don't know. Ekperima don't have idea. He thought he have arrived. He don't know who Nnamdi Kanu is. He don't know. He just hear about Nnamdi Kanu. He don't know Nnamdi Kanu. So he can scatter you at any time. Somebody asked in Nigeria, God, they can another power. Power that they thought around here. Government is saying you do everything. Without knowing that our people hate enforcement, they hate enslavement, they drown in the sea instead of being slaves. You don't know them. IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu studied them. He said, I studied Biafra 20 years. He knows the character of our people. He knows our people. He shifted 30th May 2021 to Monday, 31st May, because 30th was on Sunday. He said our people are too religious. Nnamdi Kanu studied our people. He knows what to do for them. He does not frustrate them. Our people hate enforcement. They hate force. You may be doing it, it will be working for you. You think it will work. So one day they will say no. One day they will say no. Have you not seen it? 7 days you use it to kill them. So that you create way for 2 weeks. Because you believe in a Boko Haram way. When you kill, they will pack out. So you believe that killing our people under 7 days, when nobody obeys it at home. So because of that fear will grip them. So they will now sit at home 2 weeks. By then you will now come with a government exile. One day you say no going to church. Right? Today, no going to church. The other day, you say no going to school. That's what you will be doing. Federal government will be using you to do. Using you to do. But it has failed. Where is the 2 weeks? No way. I am asking those that projected Ekperima, because we have nothing to do with Ekperima. Where is the 2 weeks? No way. The same thing they came with 5 days. They always increase. They came with 5 days in December 2022. It failed. They killed pregnant women, kill others. Right? They came again with 5 days again in February 2023. It failed because there was election and some of that days was true. No sit at home. It failed. He came again with 7 days. It failed. They started killing people. Because if there was sit at home, you will not see okra in the market. If there was sit at home, you will not see people in the market you shoot. If there was sit at home, you will not see keke, you will burn. If there was sit at home, you will not see school children, you will flog. You will not even see teacher. But there was no sit at home. But you started flogging school children, telling them why did they come out when they sit at home. Are you the one that have been telling them not to go to school on normal IPOB sit at home? The answer is no. But there was no sit at home. And you ended up traumatizing our children and teachers. Showing them AK-47. Surrendering our small children with AK. forcing our mother to leave the newborn baby and run away. The same thing they did to our children, 67 to 70. You returned it back in the name of giving them Biafra. The same way Nigerian government recruited their army, 1968 or 67, and they used Biafra color, Biafra flag, and went to Igbocha and killed them. And those communities hate Biafra. Some of those communities, because they came with Biafra and killed them without knowing it's Nigerian government. Right? The 7 days didn't work. You still have the mind. When you saw it is not working, you gave 2 days, 2 weeks. And at the dying minute, you see it has scattered. If you are controlling yourself, Ebedima, how did you get that message from Nnamdi Kanu? You came around, you came back again and said, sit at home, continue. Because you are not in charge of yourself. Even Nnamdi Kanu called off election boycott. Even Mazi Madi Abuchi shifted 30th May to 31st May 2021. But you are not in charge of yourself. That's why you call for 5 days, it didn't work. You still have mind to call again. You call 7. You still have mind to call for 2 weeks. Is it not madman can be acting like that? You do something, it doesn't work. You continue doing it. I think it's somebody that has sense or on his mind. When you do something, it didn't work, you correct it. No correction, just be giving order and you are killing people. That is to say, you are under control of the enemy. Because you cannot be carrying activities that are killing our people. You say it is bringing freedom. Not the enemy killing our people. This is something you mark somewhere. Enemy kill us, it is part of freedom. But our people to kill us again, if that is allowed, then Devumahi and Co should not be tackled because they are our people. But they killed us with their government. So you are also our person. You are our people. Then you kill us with the name of freedom. It is wrong. So you cannot be different from the politicians that are killing us. Is it because you call Biafra? No, it will not be accepted. It will not be accepted. It will not. After all, Ifajina was claiming to be Biafra soldier after all, because he was Biafra soldier. But when he betrayed, he was still claiming to be Biafra soldier. Right? There was nobody that will betray and come out and say, I have betrayed. It is your duty to know that somebody is not doing what you agreed together. There is no way of changing the narrative. Oga, you are not doing these things. This is what we agree with Nnamdi Kanu. If you say you want to work with Nnamdi Kanu, do it like this. If you cannot do it like this, then leave. Simple. Because whatever you think you can see now, we have seen it triple. Is it disobedient to court order? We have seen it now. Is it turn in court? We have seen it. We have seen all these things now. So, if this is your first time of seeing it in Nigeria, you don't need to come to us with emotion. They seized his praying material 2015, 2016, right? We knew. So all these things we have seen it. They refused him from changing clothes. We knew when it happened in DSS. He used to wear a cloth he fold like this until he went to Kuje. That's when he started changing clothes. So we saw this thing, but now Nigeria doubled it. Now we need to double our own mindset, knowing that the enemy saw their past one as mistake, so they want to correct it one. Now the enemy will be too brutal, and you yourself, you think that IPOB still remain in the same level? The same level when we know that our enemy have increased, they have doubled their effort. So you think we'll still remain the same level? That's what you think. Now, the case is that Nnamdi Kanu have won the case. This is something you must know, that if you are in gun battle, it is hardly to rule that you have won. It is hardly. Because so many people have interest. Some with good interest, some bad interest. But you see this very war Nnamdi Kanu drove them in. The war of open war, in the open. In the judiciary, in the open. That is the worst thing Nigeria have met in life. They refuse to make that mistake on Ojukwu, as Britain ordered them. Don't arrest any of them. Actually, they said, we was expecting arrest. Britain said, don't arrest. Go and kill them. Because if you start killing them, they will be on defense. Now we'll use BBC to cover it up. Nobody will ask them for the agreement. He will be shouting on Aburi will stand, then you'll be killing them. They will go on defense. That was it. The same thing they came here. They brought our leader, they sent army. They recruited infiltrators. They started doing us tonton in court so that we will retaliate. We didn't retaliate. They told the infiltrator to carry on the retaliation on our people, not even on the government. Right? To drive us into that nonsense. Even as we refuse to do, they said we are cowards. We need to give them chance. Those that are not ready to be called terrorists should give us chance. You are not ready to be called terrorists. You are not ready to be a freedom fighter. You cannot be a freedom fighter. That's when the federal government saw that even IPOB refused to move an inch from self-determination. They told the Prima to declare autopilot. We refuse to move an inch. We remain there. That's when they confirmed that we are movable. Because had we shifted an inch, Osukome will not accept the job. Simple. The activities of IPOB was what he was studying that Barrister Ejiofor was confronting him, begging him to come and take over the very case. He refused to join. He refused to come. He was monitoring us to see if we can shift and follow criminality. Then Osukome will not come. Now, he was also monitoring us to see if IPOB leadership are capable to lead the movement. Because they have to show their capability. And DOS showed it. When Osukome saw that they can expel, they can suspend, they can issue orders that are not contrary to self-determination, they can give press releases against criminality, they can separate the organization from criminals. That is when Osukome knew that this is a well-organized organization. I need to go and represent their leader. Had he was monitoring, had IPOB shifted, because what the lawyers going to court was going to, what they were going to do in court was to defend the activities of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB before he's kidnapped. You know, people don't even understand what case is all about. The lawyers was going to court to defend the activities of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB before he's kidnapped. Now, it is the duty of IPOB to control the duty of IPOB leadership to control IPOB family members, not to cause trouble for Nnamdi Kanu, additional case. Because the lawyers are aware of his activities before he's kidnapped. So what they care about is, can the leadership control the members not to fall aside and bring more trouble for us? Because as for the activities of IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, the lawyers can defend it. But can we control the IPOB? Can we hold it? That's the problem. That's what Osukome was monitoring. Are they going to disgrace me? Can they control them? They are many in number. Can they? Will they fall into the trap of the enemy? He was monitoring until he confirmed that the leadership have power to expel, to suspend. And they give statement on their expelling and suspension. And all direct to discipline. All direct to discipline. That is to say, you are indisciplined. That is to say, they cannot tolerate. Means that you need to defend them. And that's when Ozokome accepted. That's when Ozokome accepted the job. And since then, we never disappointed the legal team. We have been giving them strength. We have been giving them strength. We have been giving them ground to stand. We have been giving them voice to speak out. Because had we not maintained self-determination, you cannot be seeing Ozokome being so proud to tell you that all we are doing is right. He knew that we are ready to maintain what we agreed, self-determination. So if you see them, had we not maintained self-determination, they cannot secure victories in court. They cannot. These are things people don't know. But what he minds is the IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu leads. He don't care about other criminal gang. He only monitor IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu leads. If they can be law-abiding as they have always been before the kidnapping of their leader, can they maintain it? If they can maintain it, then I will defend them. And he monitored us. We maintained it. We refused to deviate. The government declared autopilot. We refused to move an inch. Individual fallout is not IPOB. You just fall out. That's an individual. Somebody can leave a church. Somebody can change town. You can be living in Lagos. You now live in Kaduna. Right? You change town. It's not a problem. People are still living in Lagos. Lagos have not fallen because only you travel. No? So you leave the church. Church is still there. You can go to another church. You can go and form your own. Fallout from IPOB does not have any business with us. It doesn't shake the foundation because before you start falling out, IPOB have started expelling by themselves. They expel, they suspend. Means that even if you fall out, it's not their business because they already suspend people. Even as you think that IPOB need people to join them, they started from origin, suspending. Though they need supporters, but they suspend, they expel. They don't need criminals. Do you understand? Nnamdi Kanu expels. So when he's in detention, the leadership expels. Do you understand? So that is the narrative you don't allow them to change or to keep driving to frame Nnamdi Kanu based on criminality. If they raise that voice, that means he will be granted bail. Did you understand? That is when amnesty will come. Because executive power have nothing to do on court order than to obey court order. Nnamdi Kanu is aware, the lawyers are aware that a president have no power on the Nnamdi Kanu. He can only address the issue by obeying court order. That's all. That's the only thing the president can do. But had judgment not been given, the president can say, okay, in executive, say, okay, let us free him. Let us give him bail. Let us give him condition. Let us do this. But on Nnamdi Kanu, nothing like condition. Nothing like condition. That's where Nigeria fell. So they wanted to use it at home to hook us again in criminality. They have paid their media. You know, they started with, like I told our people, that 1 week force at home is to provide topic for the media houses in Nigeria. They will dwell on it for weeks, and they will dwell on it, and they will enter August. I told our people. So when they saw that it will not last long, it will end up in July, they called the idiot to call for 2 weeks sit at home, so that they will keep driving on the insecurity in the East, insecurity in the East, sit at home, insecurity in the East, sit at home, until the Supreme Court comes. So they want the argument to sink in the life of the Supreme Court judges. Because this is their country. You know, no country will free a terrorist. Do you understand? So that is one thing our people don't understand. That IPOB need to be guided as we have guided it, protected it. Nnamdi Kanu can never be criminalized. If you criminalize him, even if he gets Biafra or if he comes out, he cannot sit with all presidents. Not every president will like it to be with him. Are you aware? Do you know that this level of Nnamdi Kanu now, he is free to meet any president. He can sit with any president in the world. Do you know what self-determination is? He refused to pick arm. You will see him anywhere you are making peace in the world. These are things Nigeria want to take away from Nnamdi Kanu. Some of us don't even know. That Nnamdi Kanu will be able to because he knows what to do. Right? So he maintains it in the midst of provocation. He maintains it. IPOB maintains it in the midst of provocation. Lawless country. We maintain all these things. Now that the Ebrima power Akosala, you know, they thought that na freedom fighting will sit at home. We did not start with sit at home. Sit at home is to stop killings of IPOB members during protest. That's all. You cannot carry up gun, you hook on sit at home. You use your gun to go and do something, not on the life of Biafrans. Allow the enemy to come and kill us. It will be easy for us to report. We report it very easily, with a good normal as it happened. We don't know how to report our people, our people killed in the name of Biafra. It is painful for us. That's why we say, stop these things. How can we be reporting that Biafra are killing Biafra? Do you think we are happy when we report these things? We are always confidential when Nigerian security agencies kill us. To report it, we are confidential to report it. Because an enemy is another government that killed us. How can you come and shoot somebody, a Biafran? You tell him, why did he come out? That he sit at home. How will you report it? Will you even report it? You can't report it. You posted it and say, why did he come out? To put fear in people. But you don't know how the world see you. They see you as a fool. You are an idiot. You cannot call for civility, you go and enforce it. If police kill our people, I report it. But reporting that the Biafra kill Biafra, it pains us. It pains us. We don't like it. You say you will die. You get Biafra. You need to fight for war. You never take the war to the enemy. You bring it to our doorstep. Is that how to fight? Is that muscle? We keep falling victim. We keep falling victim. We keep falling victim. You keep shouting freedom. We keep falling victim. In our hand, not in the hand of the enemy. There is different here. The enemy kill us is different than you kill us. That's what we are saying. We do not tell you that we will not die. We will pay the price of freedom. We have been paying it. They have been killing IPOB. They have been killing Biafrans also. But you don't kill us now. How do we report it? How? How do we report it? And I go in now. Chimona Daniel Bim. A report in Hebrew. Go to it. The army Nigeria was saying one mad. Because they're going to be protecting Nigerian citizens in the southeast. By now, our people hate them. How was they sympathize again? Give I was on your job. Right? And don't bitch already drive. And this is what we are confronting. The governor kill, we complain. If senator kill, we complain. If Nigerian government army kill, we complain. If senator or governor use army to kill or police, use police to kill or navy, we complain. If federal government kill, we complain. So if you use Biafra flag to kill us, we will also complain. If you use the name of Nnamdi Kanu to kill us, we will also complain. Killing is killing. Killings of our people is highly prohibited, of any kind. Our blood is too cost. But a criminal for victim does not mean you kill anybody. The law that make criminal to fall victim have been given already by God. So you went to robbery or you went to enforce it at home, you were caught by securities, they kill you. It is not wrong. It is the law of nature. Or you went to terrorize people, you fall victim. It is the law of nature. Or people caught you as a terrorist of the people. Your people can get you and get you down because you are a terrorist. Do you understand? So you don't kill our innocent people because in the Biafra we don't pamper criminals from origin. But how do you come and kill our people? Then when they ask you, you said free Nnamdi Kanu. That's why you kill them. And I ask you, who are you providing those weapons to? You are providing it for federal government to use it. Because it's a great weapon in their hand. How can you kill somebody and say it's a free Nnamdi Kanu? So the freedom Nnamdi Kanu want to bring is better, is more important than the life of these people. But he said, I am there because of them. And he loves these people because of more than himself. So how come you kill the same people and you want him, if he come out, he will see empty land? He will no longer see those people he suffered for. So you want us to allow you to kill them all. If Nnamdi Kanu come out, he will see empty Biafra. And he will now restore Biafra for the grasses. And you want me to support. If I don't support killings of our people, he say you are sabo. Bia me enforcement. And I'm na Facebook enforcement. Bia me iwe welande Biafra. Haji de halagina haji kutuogi. Odogo hanya ebe niile ngwara unu na mgbe ọ ga-aghasa ọ ga gị nwa na onwe gị na deti Simon ebe nwobere oge na izowe ezo. Nwobere oge na izowe ezo. Maka ndị mmadụ ga-eme gị ihe. Ndị egburu ndị ka ha eme ị na-ada ayapụ ọnụ ayaya mana na bekee ebe ahụ ị nọ nwobere oge ị ga-ezowe ezo. Ị ga-ezowe ezowe anyị akwago unu nku. Agwa gị esoro onye ọjọọ esoro onye ọjọọ ị ka na-eti mgbe ya na-eme gị ka ọ na-awa ọkụ. Isoro onye ọjọọ wepụta gbaa na pichọ soro na joint program ndị ọjọọ isoro ịma na ọrụ ha aka one day you fall victim. Ugbu a ọkago Biafrans a reject gị unu kpamkpamkpam. A na-agwa gị esola ndị egosi na pichọ esola ndị egosi na vidio adịzila eme egosi onwe gị na ndị ahụ ndị ọjọọ. Ha ereghị ugwu ha ikweghị. Ugbu a odogo gị anya. Biafrans dị awe ihe anọziri ndị nke otu ekperimawo ị na-echizi ọnwụ. Otu sitatụ ụmụ anyị dị n'aka ọ na-achọrọ ịghasa ya ọkwụ n'ụja nta. Ọ na-achọrọ imebi ọkwụ n'ụja nta mee naanị sitatụ ọkwa 2 weeks mee ya na gaa gbachie n'ahịa ka Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ. Udo anyị wetara ndị nke anyị ka unu bịara ịghasa. You kept our people in abroad at the middle. Onye che lọta ụlọ bịa zuru ike ya sị na ndị ochie nọ. Ndị ke nọ Lagos achụwa ha hụ ebe ha ga-alọta ha alakwa n'ụzọ. Esi m na ewu mmadụ na ịma ihe na a na-achụ ụmụnne gị ga-edoziri ha ụlọ ebe ha ga-ehi ibido ma ewe ya ọkụ. Esi m na ewu ejent. Esi m na ịma ihe na gị nwa na ịma ihe. A na-achụpụ ụmụnne gị n'ụlọ ha na-akwa gị na-ekiriara ha ụlọ. Ị na-ekiriara ha ụlọ ị na-azacha ụlọ na nwere ebe ndị ga-ehi ndị a. Ụfọdụ ụmụ gị irisi ha relief some room ha hiwegodo ebe a na ụmụrụ ụmụnne gị na-alọta. That's what IPOB started doing. Yọwa ndị mmadụ nabata ha welcome them. Ebulikwala ihe ọnụ ahịa enyekwala ha ụlọ ngala ọnụ. Mee ka ebe a dịrị ha mfe. Mee ka ebe niile kedu ndị na-eme otu anyị na-agbasabụ. Ugbu a ọkụ bụ unu n'isi ma alọ ya unu ejimakọ nkụsa onye ọbụla nkụsa. Ịhụgo ụfọdụ anyị na ha so na-azọ ofu aha ha mekọtasị na akpasuru ha iwe ha ga chenji surname. So they can delete up Tana or Trogigo. Give us another surname. Give us another surname. Kedi Yaga, also even know the Gaza another surname. I am not joking. Even he change woman and he change woman. It's him they change the line and I get surname gives autopilot. You are the highest fool. If you go to if you be I know fool in a libo. Garo le boss of it. You can have a meeting no loan. You can have a meeting no one. You can have that surname. Una sem no ma ihe no change surname na director bia yo choga gi wan aza another surname hapu ụlọ ya hapu ụmụ were isi no n'ụlọ na aza aha ya I nwere mental problem do you understand ọgbara gụ unu na ala na nwobroge na ndị Biafra jide unu 1-1 tunu maunishi zowebe ọbụla ịnọ na zowekwe ndị unu ugburu ndị nke ha ịmakwana ọgwụ ụjọ ka ha ka ji nọrọ since ọ dịkọta na ndị ọchịchị chịcha ndị ha mejọrọ abịa bido volitewe case etu mgbe ahụ ọ na-achị onye ọbụla nọ ji akwa ya ọtara anaghị eji ike achị anyị here don't use force on us anaghị eji ike ihe m gwara unu na ị ga-emetekwa ụka anyị na ha ekwule na-akpa anyị zago ị ga-emechazo eze ị ga-emetekwa ụka amakwa anyị dịkwa ndị okwu ama anyị anaghị akpa arụ ha ya sịgasị na ya sọpọtụ igbu ndị Biafra in the name of Nnamdi Kanu ịgba m onye oshi ịgba m criminal sị na m natara bribe redirector maka m si ga-egbulu onye Biafra mana ihu Chineke na m dị right m si ekwuchi ike that's your business it's not my business my business na m ga-etigide na anya ihe etiri ya Ojukwu sikwa stop killing my soldiers o nwekwe ndị ka ọwa ọnụ achọkwa m ịkpa aha ndị ahụ right so as soon as know our people ndị nke ndị nna nna anyị tara ahụ protect ya ka ị bịara ugbu a bịara igbu a na-ekwu nke Hausa gburu na-egbu ha si m maka na iyi akwa Biafra ịdị iche na gọvanọ o gburu anyị gọvanọ ọwụ onye Biafra ndị a niile na-egbu anyị ọwụ when you condemn killing you condemn the same killing it doesn't matter onye gburu na-abịa agwa m so because they are politicians they kill it is ha Biafra na-egbu anyị still you be tackling the same politician that the politicians self because of their position ka ị ga-eji si na ha gburu because they are the governor of the state so they are the number one citizen they are the chief secretary of the state but your own is that na anụ n'ọnụ ga-ebi nọ na-enye order go and enforce go and kill some of these governors you never hear when they say go and kill we hold them because it happened in their state they should take responsibility of what happened in their state. Just like some senators like Ifeanyi, can you provide Onye but he can provide Onye Simon Ekpagburu. You can never see in a label you know that saga Agbagbo mmadụ. We are not supporting any politician. I'm just bringing logic. But none of these politicians, apart from Otaho Posodemaha na Ima Hanebu Mwike, no na Nyoda Nebu, Devumai, right? Ndị nyere open speech. Can you, some of those politicians, we hold them because of what is happening in their state. You can, and what they discuss with people, those that gave intel, right? But for you, you cannot say, I heard him saying, but they can provide to you video broadcasts of Simon where he was commanding for killing. Now, how do you now fight them? You leave Eberima. How many of the governors have claimed to be in charge of IPOB? If you think they are more bad than Eberima. Have they ever claimed to be in charge of IPOB? No. Have Dave Umahi or Ugwani claimed to be in charge of ESN? The answer is no. Have OKZ Basu launched fake branch before? The answer is no. I'm asking you, have they launched fake radio before and said don't listen to Radio Biafra? The answer is no. Who did these things is worse than the governors. Have they raised funds with the name of ESN? Have OKZ done it? Have Hopo Salima done it? Have Soludo done it? Or Obiano? Have Ugwani done it? Have Umahi raised fund with the name of ESN before? The answer is no. Have Ugwani killed people, use armed robber to kill people and say we are ESN before? The answer is no. Then how do you spare Simon Eberima? And you hunt for these people? You must hunt for them together. Do you understand? And you must hunt for Eberima mostly. None of these people have committed what he committed. He committed mutiny, overthrowing government. If it is a government, mutiny. We held the governors because of what happened in their state as number one security. You yourself, can you come up and say, this is where the governors say, shoot, that we can bring evidence where Simon says, shoot, kill, enforce, no fly zone, no campaign, no distance. I want to see fire in Enugu. I want to see fire in Abia. I want to see fire in Ebonyi. I want to see fire in Rivers. I want to see fire in Ipob. We will bring it. All these things will bring it. There are videos. Can you bring that of Soludo? Can you bring that of Feva Yoba? Can you bring that of Umahi? Can you bring that? No. Now, why do you want me to spare this one? And they tackle those people who never impersonated IPOB before. Rather, they tackle us, they fight us as front enemy. We see them, we know their enemy. Your own, you come inside us, you say you are one of us. Not even come inside us. You started doing what you are doing. Say you are doing it in the same way. You started claiming to be in charge. Have Dave Umahi conducted vote of no confidence against IPOB leadership before? I ask you. Have Dave Umahi attacked IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu's legal team before? I ask you. Have Dave Umahi gave press release against, gave brokers against the wife of Nnamdi Kanu before? I ask you. Mad people everywhere. I will not know you are an enemy. Biafra, you told people you campaigned for over 3 months. Don't listen to Radio Biafra. The same Radio Biafra Nnamdi Kanu told people, inform your friends and well-wishers. Tell them to come with their pen and paper. He told Hussein Azia, I said, don't listen to Radio Biafra. Do you understand? We are asking, between the politicians and the Bedima, who have hurt IPOB most? Can you provide where the governor was telling you to enforce it at home? No. But you can provide where someone was giving order for enforcement and there was killings. So we hold the governors because of what happened in their state as number one securities, and we knew, and some of them, we have intel of their secret discussions with people. But for you, if those intel is not brought out, can you know? No. Now we ask you, but the Eberima issue is not something of intel. He do it in the open. Now, how do you condemn Dave Umahi killing us? You will not condemn someone ever killing us. So you are free to call Biafra and kill us. Now, a politician as a governor can kill us using security, then you hold that person. So you are telling me that Dave Umahi is free to sew a cloth with Biafra flag, then he's free to kill. Are you telling us that if Dave Umahi or Zibazo, they are free now to sew Biafra, sew their clothes with the Biafra flag, so Python dance will be accepted? Is that what you are telling me? No, I want to ask you that, are you free to kill Biafrans in the name of Biafra or in the name of Nnamdi Kanu freedom? I ask you. Now, how can the same people killing our people are the people fighting politicians that IPOB is genuinely fighting? We are confronting politicians because we believe in self-determination. We never carry up arms. Now we ask them, why do you allow security agencies to kill us in your state? Why can't you arrest us and charge us to court, then convict us if we committed offense? That's our anger. Then we ask Simon, these people you kill, why did you not hold them and take them to your Biafra court? Why did you kill them for sit at home? Now you think we can spare you because you call Biafra, you call Nnamdi Kanu. Now we hold Simon, we hold we hold the whole post of them. Are you different from them? The people you have killed is not even, you have killed more than Hope post of them. Hope is killing in his state, but you are killing in all the states. You are killing in all the states, Simon. You have killed more than the governors. You have killed, you and your gang. Right? Now you don't even kill with your name. You kill with the name, you disguise the name of IPOB or ESM. You are more deadly than the governors. Because the governors rule their state with their name. You never operate with your name. You attach it to Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB and ESM. You commit crime. You are a criminal. You are an impersonator. And you committed mutiny by claiming to be in charge of IPOB. Mutiny. You will be court-martialed when Biafra come. That is mutiny, overthrowing. Right? You'll be court-martialed. And a big opinion case for what? Or court-martial. Give no opinion. Is it because IPOB not self-determination? We don't court-martial, we suspend or we expel. A man expel. Now I should bring an IPOB, now I jail when I can we court-martial. That's why in the jail we chance to create another Facebook. Because we expel you. So when I jail when on you work and I make expel on our body. I don't know about it. And you other he refuse order about to argue once the Jiran again. Because director Bunyego took another freedom. He took Lunache. I had my freedom. And all noche. Oh my god, here. Okay. And when's he in the wine? Also come a test he compared, he studied IPOB in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, confirm on IPOB leadership can sack. IPOB leadership can suspend. And all these sack and suspension based on insubordination. Osoko may now know, okay, they can control the movement, they can control the organization. Okay. Yes, I can go for the I can represent them. I can now go for their leader. How do we not maintain this peaceful conduct? Osokome will not join. How do we not maintain it? And when you choose, and when you self-determination, and you choose self-determination. Lawyer for years, the reason Angocha, if they say don't you know that somebody that is going trial in the court, now lawyer file, if the lawyer file no case submission, that is to say, the only thing he can say in the court is to take plea. Are you guilty or not? I'm not guilty, that's all. Hence, the lawyer file no case submission. You cannot say any other thing. No cross of examination. Cross of examination is that place they used to ask you yes or no. You don't have anything to say. That is yes or no. Cross of examination. Now, but if the lawyer file no case submission, you cannot go to that level. Right? You can't say anything. But eventually, on the way, if the no case submission was bounced, if it was bounced in the court by the judge, your case starts afresh. That's the point I want to pick there. Your case starts afresh because there are places they crossed. You did not make statement. When the lawyer filed no case submission, during your trial, those places they crossed during the trial, you did not make statement. If they bounced the no case submission on the way, you will refer back. You will take plea fresh. Your case start fresh. Now, if IPOB deviate from self-determination and go into armed struggle, you know that day is when their agitation started. Every achievement under self-determination become useless. All the endurance you had when they killed us in National High School become useless. All those things you endured in Ipob become useless. All those things you endured during Python dance become useless because you have maintained it and deviated. It is that day you joined armed struggle, that day you started struggle. Those ones have become useless. Football field on an autopilot. In the house on an autopilot. Office on an autopilot. Gwam office, gwam ebe a na-anọ na-enweghị control. Gwam na-enweghị onye ga-asị nọrọ ụta. Ndị mmadụ zukọgodo, ụmụaka zukọgodo iche inye ha biskit, onwe onye ka ị ga-enye. Ma ị chọghị iji aka gị eke ya. You will give it to somebody to share them or braid. Somebody will organize them. But my life I been a autopilot. I want to tell me where in the house, in the office. Tell me where you can live anyhow. Tell me. If you think you're saying that your struggle enter autopilot, do you know that if you enter autopilot, no government can meet you? How? You have no address, you have no leader, you have no control, you have no direction. Nobody can speak to you. Who will they meet? If somebody wants to talk about Nnamdi, who will they meet if we are in autopilot? You have no address. You become useless. If any international community want to meet you, they don't have address to meet you. Do you understand? And that's when we crush them. Thank you, my sister. I jihana what going shinala. Obloge na hide wa mandike na labeke. Agwa ga ego shili hu gi na program gi na ekperima gi na onyoshi ina amali elu gi na onyoshi and ejo onyoshi mon. Onyoshi Simon killed more than the governors. Anya hu so the man ebu ke wo obere yes Simon ebu all the state. He killed all the state man ko na poison. Ndị oshini na osi na ESN ya fake ESN. They discuss on video call. He screenshot it. Give it to government. Anytime you say no, damn, they capture you. You are dead. You know, where the governors and those that brought Simon got disappointed was that they gave him the voice. Just like a warrior. Than such, the person that owns the instrument. The father is a big rich man. That's such. But warrior is the vocalist. What everybody knows in Oriental is warrior. That's such. Right? Now, Ned of Ebu and Co. and Madam Oyibo brought Simon through the governors. Now, when federal government saw that he is the one who is now speaking, they hijack it. Simon now become Monamoha. If you talk, he will sack you. Because you that employ him become useless. The government have jumped you. If you talk, he sack you. Talk, you publish your nude picture. Anything you talk, you are not closer to him. Even Kanu, all of them that brought him, they became far. Someone climbed to the top because federal government communicate him direct. But before, it was Nelly of Ebu and Madam Oyibo. And initially, that one they call Madam Oyibo is the one that they bring into the federal executive meeting, federal executive council meeting every Tuesday. She must be brought in when they have meeting in Abuja through call. They will bring her in. She will deliver every information about the movement of Nnamdi Kanu with her. They do this thing in Abuja every Tuesday, and they do not allow Osibanjo to join in the meeting. Nigerians thought they were discussing about Boko Haram or insecurity. No, they discuss about Nnamdi Kanu. Oyibo and Ned of Ebu, they deliver information because they succeeded in giving Oyibo $100,000. She donated it to ESN, so she now have access to ESN fund. Our leader gave him that one. She now have access to call our leader at any given time. That's when she could be able to deliver information about the movement of our leader. She now call our leader at any given time because she have access to ESN money. And then deliver from country to country. They deliver information about our leader from country to country. From country to country. Every other country has been rejecting bribe. Every other country have been until Kenya. That's where the bribe will enter. Go and ask Kanunta, can he give a remote again? No. These are somebody they projected. They brought him to Radio Biafra. So that small time, he will claim to be only junior brother. So he thought he can collect it again from Ebirima. You know, he don't know. Immediately that radio fell, that everything that Eberima is doing does not concern them. He has started his own. So initially, when Ejimako refused to respond, they tackled Ejimako. Ejimako now succumbed. Have you forgotten that Ejimako was the one they started tackling earlier, this Eberima gang? He now succumbed to be giving Simon Eberima information, both fake, both forgery, you know. He will come and tell you, Eberima, Onyandu said, Onyandu is supporting you, do this one, do this one. Eberima will give Ejimako money. When he wanted to drive Ejiofor in, Ejiofor said no. The worst part of it is that politicians cannot communicate to Ejiofor on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. That's the worst part of it. If you call him, he will tell you to go to DSS and see Onyendu. Even governor of Anambra State, but Ejiofor told him to stop calling him on this case. If you want to see Nnamdi Kanu, he should go there. Just imagine. He locked the doors. But Ejimako is the free zone. If you want to see any politician that want to say anything about if you want to say, now come, let me know what is happening in Nnamdi Kanu, you go through Ejimako. That's all. So you see, I said, I'm in the heart of Nnamdi Kanu. I take message from him. I'm in the heart. I'm in the heart. Up Ejimako in the heart of Nnamdi Kanu. Ejimako. Right? Until Elusian Ibaz, the ten are boss, who is my corner etiti. Mbapa and Andy Ryan, I got behind the etiti, no one had a metal ball, or Quavered Marco metal ball. Now we have seen no family lawyer. Or Umbayana, upon the law and the family, knows now, now the knockout, Nnamdi Kanu, I'm getting a broadcast tomorrow, or a no video. Nnamdi Kanu special counsel, so I knock out IPOB. Onye ahụ na-asị na ọ ka IPOB lawyer. Are you IPOB leader? Are you the leadership of IPOB? Cannot are you? I nwere ike isi na ọ ka Nnamdi Kanu personal lawyer, no problem. Mgbe emechakwara, ị ga-eweta na IPOB. I nwere ike ikwu ya n'ọnọdụ nwanne gị, ọkwa na ọ return go maka IPOB leadership final. But we are asking you now, igoshibe na ọnụ na ya na-arụ. Ejiofor refused to open door for anybody. Ya mmadụ enwe akụkọ. Tackle Ejiofor, camera moga succumb no way. Without this matter, I Ejimako na connect Simon with the governors. Ome ihe Imo State, Ejimako meet governor enye ego. Ha ba na Anambra, mewe ihe meet governor enye ego. Ebido mewe na Enugu, onye nke abata ha mewe na Enugu. Anata akpọrọ igwu anyị ego. Ya filo onye nke ga-enye ego. Ozugbo bịara kwuo okwu ego onye nke a mara na onye awa onye oshi Peter Mba. You don't know, people, though we are angry with him by locking shop, but if you know what happened to the locking of shop, Peter Mba discovered that they are not doing freedom. The information is on his table through Ejimako and all. Eberima was the one jittery Ejimako to contact this man. Even he asked for the number of the governor. He asked to contact the governor to organize meeting. As he organized for him with the two opposed of them, he collected money. If not, ask Eberima, what are you going to meet with the governor? Is it not money? As Ejimako said. He said, I know you are going to ask him for money. Because it was money that you have been asking the politician you have been connecting him with. Money. But the problem now is that our leader has scattered it. Money. Immediately Peter Mba discovered that this man is all about money. If he threatens your state, he will demand for money. Peter Mba said okay. Peter Mba said okay. That's the problem with the Peter Mba. That is the issue. He said okay. So I thought they are doing something. So it's all about money. Okay. He now faces the people. Because the people does not even know what is happening. So Peter Mba want to teach them lesson. Telling them that they don't even know what is happening. That this man need money from him. But he cannot tell them so. He carried the anger on the people for them to understand that what this man is talking is different from what he's asking for. He's not asking for Nnamdi Kanu. He's asking for money. If he set your state ablaze with criminals, he will ask you for money. He will say it's not Nnamdi Kanu. He's sit at home. But he has sent his delegate to go and organize meeting. It is not me that said. Ejimako posted the tweet and the chat, WhatsApp chat. Not me. Ejimako posted. Simon also posted his own. The same thing. Not me. It's not an allegation. You saw they posted it. Not we. We are not the people. Do you understand? We have uprooted them. You know, they don't even know what we did in Nigeria on Radio Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu was using Radio Biafra to uproot the taproots that was holding Nigeria. You know, 100 and something years, lies. A big tree that have lasted 100 and something years under lie. Nigeria. So have big branches. That is the friends, countries that they made friends with lies and crude oil. So when Nnamdi Kanu came, he started from the root. We are just leaving one direct tap root holding it now. That one will be the last final one. But we cut all the roots around it. Now, we started cutting the branches. But mostly, when we have cut mostly branches now, is when our leader is in detention. The more they cut proceedings, the more they cut proceeds, the more the branches, that's their friends are leaving them. The more they torture us, the more report come, the more friends of Nigeria are leaving them. The more they refuse cut order, the more their friends are leaving. That is branches. The more we cut the branches, the more they torture us, the more the branches. Very soon they will stand alone. Their leg will not touch this ball. And now, the branches. Nigeria will stand alone. We are doing it now. That's what we are doing. The more you say truth, the more people know the truth. You cannot use gun to tell people the truth. Gun cannot tell the truth. The pregnant woman killed in Enugu, it is we that bring the news. But the court ruling is not we that brought out the news. It is in the open. So if you are in gun battle, they can throw chemical weapon in your place and deny it. But these court proceedings, they cannot deny victory. Rather, they can disobey court order. It is an open matter. That's where we are holding them. We are holding them here. Had they drag us into violence, had they drag us, you see lie. That is when you see lie. If they throw chemical weapon, they say it's IPOB. They were manufacturing weapon. They were manufacturing. It exploded in Enugu and everybody died. They kill Nigerian citizens. They will now become good people that will kill citizens of Nigeria. That is how they will do until they wipe us out. Before you are gone. But they move nowhere. Through power. Power. Ejimako ga-agwụla iwe gozi na family. That's all. The only thing the director use lawyer na agadi ozi ko access to DSS. All this suit Ejimako used to file in court, our leader did not tell him. He is the one that will discuss it with Kanu. Now let us go and let me tell him, let us file this suit. The lawyer director actually filed a suit. I filed lawyer and mail. I got court today. Yes, I go ahead. He will not come back. Hey, he approved it. As you go to Omaya, we'll be going to Omaya next week. We'll be filing a suit of 500 billion. Not our leader's interest. He's the one that will go and tune it. He have a messenger. Messenger na gozi. Onwere case n'obodo Ipob. Ha kpọ ya ha ezie ihe ha gatara. Ọ bịa visit ya ezie director. Onwe director chọrọ izi ndị family members ya ozie ya Ejimako. Onwe onye a chọrọ ịkpọta from family. Ejimako akpọbata ya. Ọ ihe akpọrọ ya. Akpọ ya ibe na-amachari na IPOB. Ọ ma anya IPOB. Na-abịa amachari here. Ema ihe anyị na-eme. Do you understand? So, ha could go floor. Sit at home name our foundation. You get book. Nnamdi Kanu atela no mgbilu. Kwa na elilu na. even DOS gwara unu zere Nnamdi Kanu. How an atu egwu zere ni na ha na ihe. It's a way power. He's under duress. He cannot say. He's in detention. All the can only power. Emonya na ekwu moyo Nnamdi Kanu. Ebe ahụ ụlọ ka ga na mebie Nigeria ugbu a. Nnamdi Kanu ma mgbe ọ chara red, ọ ma mgbe ọ chara green. Ejiri onye ahụ egwu na anyị na-eze ya ezo, onye ọbụla na-eze ya ezo. Ụna anaghị anụ. Ije na Kanu okiri mma aṅụ. Buhari chọrọ ịṅụ ya, Buhari anwụọ, anaghị anwụ, a na-elofe Kanu. Ịsa afọ ntu a, mama ndaụra, Abakari. Many of them, within cause only in the army, Emmett and his only in the army, carried in charge of a 2 division before. Atahiru. Abatu na plane na Kaduna bandit Ibatu. Gapaju is a go no. Saying I can't have a go no. He said they are infiltrators and more, and I caused them. In a machari and American emeri, Ochoya Banyoge. On a follow proceedings and Okache wended. He gets on my head. Oh, wended, oh, wended in a what? All the quarrel, cannot the quarrel. All the quarrel, all the Sapagan on LA. Ogabag is the cross wag. Nnamdi Kanu. Onama Gonyob. Joe Wegini Mirashini Natro director 2 years. He understands his IPOB leadership. Director Onyo Yamegi Beribe here. Omegi Beribe, he hate you. It took us down 2 years. You have to make a name. It took 2 years. You have to make a Omechangi Beribe here. Okay, Biakoyasi. Oh, you make the same thing. Game all me sense game at so now money Beribe. Olo think it's not a question and then the IPOB. You won't believe. Is it Ikocha I say gives the chicken to Simka? Is the China Samorunka? It's up again crash. Nobody shares again. As the name we're giving it. Do you understand? So that is the issue. And I want the man who gain on came around Bana Quack or what I let across you. In when a bush of your can be a case. The letter ga akosa ko laanu, ọ ga boss ko laanu. Ọ ba go kwenka tia, unu zere Nnamdi Kanu, unu zere iwe wego kwa ya. Ọ ga ala ko nu ni, ọ na kwa eme nwanne. Ni chori maybe ọ dị mma ndị nke anyị, ọ na kwa eme nwanne there. Wepukwa aka, ọ makwa mgbe ọ chara red, ọ makwa mgbe ọ chara green. Nigeria may change area red ebe ahụ ọ nọ. Ọ ga-ezigbo ozi. Omukwu mgbe Chineke na-aga provide ria means o ji ezu ozi. Ọ chọkwa ka anyị mụ ebe niile ọkụ, ọ ga-ezigbo ozi. Ọsọ gị tọchie na akpịrị, Chineke ga-provide ria ebo si ezi anyị ozi. Na ọ chagokwe red. Anyị emebi ebe niile, anyị ka nwekwe power ya. Nigeria dịkwa wee. Ọkwa na ya enweghị power. Ha kakwara ime ala ahụ. Ka eruluo ka doctor ya hụ ya, personal doctor. Ha test gokwe power IPOB, ha test gokwe ya, hụ na the power ka nọkwara leadership. 30th May kpobekwere ha ntị. Nke ụbọchị a gara Finland kpobekwara ha ntị, ihe a chọrọ wee napụ ha power, enye ọda ka hapụ ime. Ha na monitor ya, ha na ndị ha sị na monitor ya, power ka nọ there. But ị nwere ike ịbịa na platform, you say we have taken power, we are in charge. Government mana power na ebe ọ nọ. Ihe na-akọ rubbish, government mana power na ebe ọ nọ. IPOB ikwudosi ike na-emepere lawyers ụzọ. Anaghị atụ ndị lawyer ego. Ihe abịara defend the constitution. But anyị nwere power. Enwere ebe ike nọ na IPOB leadership ike nọ dị. Nigeria study ha sị mba power ka nọkwa dị. Power ka nọ dị. Power is still generating from there. Ịghọtara. After ihe niile IPOB press release pụta. Power ka nọ dị. Ịma ndị mmadụ ama ihe mgbọrọgwụ director ọkụchara ọkwa ya nwecha ezigbo taproot. Ịma ihe IPOB press release. Ịma ihe IPOB press release. Ịma ụfọdụ ama ihe ọ. Every government table n'ụwa ji ya ozugbo press release epụtara kpam. Do you now know that all the governors in the east na ha secretary ha na-ewepụtara IPOB press release, all of them? Ị nwere idea? All of them lead IPOB. Ị ga-agụrụ ya ka amara ihe anyị kwuru. Do you know that no one, let me just leak the secret to you now. Do you know that no one somebody claim to be ESN na Nsukka na enye nsogbu? Right? IPOB abịa na nso sị na onye awụghị ESN ọwụghị IPOB. Ị mara mgbe ejidere ya? Mgbe ejidere ya? Na ụmụnne gara na-ekwu na ọwụ IPOB. Agara aga kwuo na ọwụ IPOB. Okay, o nwere ndị gara maka okwu ya. O nwere ndị gara maka okwu ya, yes. Si na ihe ahụ mmere ejijide ya na omeghị ya ndị gbagotere na gọọmenti. Ị ma ihe Ifeanyị ugwu anyị mmere? Ya gwa sekretarị ya print IPOB press release ahụ. Ya pepụtagode ya. Ya pepụta ya ebe ha IPOB si na onye dị otu a ahụ IPOB, onye ahụ dị otu ahụ IPOB. Ahụ onye ahụ na Nsukka ahụ ya nọ dị na ndị Chinasaworo ha kpọrọ. Before Imapo Afu nyekwe press release. That press release ka printer nye that government official ngara okwu nwanne ya. Enye ya si ọkụ ya wee ọkwa hụrụ aha. Ọkwa hụrụ ya. Ọ hụghị ya. Na IPOB si na onye ahụ IPOB. And onye ahụ criminal. Na a na-achọ ya achọ. Ihe akụ igwe ya enwe ihe ọ na-asa gị. A printer IPOB press release. Ị mara ha ji ya. Ị mara ha ji ya. Even IPOB press release ka iji destroy Nigerian army and police in all the allegations. Before ha na-akọcha Imapo Afu enyela ya, before ha were ozi wega na UN and na-egosi na IPOB press release. Ya wụrụ nke ha bụ ụzọ wega IPOB press release bịa esendere ahụ ha sị ha hụ gị maka anyị na-akpa isiokwu ebe ahụ. Imapo Afu na-ekulu down kpa isiokwu. Ya ka anyị ji lụọ ọgwa. Mgbe Nnamdi Kanu mere introduce, ask yourself, why do federal government told the Emerima to fight Imapo Afu? To the extent he claimed to be Biafra's spokesperson. That's where he miss it. Anything he do, he call Biafra. That's where he miss it. Am I not intelligent? You can't use the name of Biafra to fight for Biafra. You will use the name of a group to fight for your freedom. Nobody used the name of South Africa to fight for South Africa. Hey, Biafra's first person, you're a fool. Biafra government in Israel, which group declared government in Israel? What is the name of your group? Because IPOB said they don't know about government in Israel. Which group? You don't need any group. And you think there is anything any country can do with an individual in terms of freedom fighting. These are the knowledge they lack. In IPOB sit at home and the Simon never sit at home or the same weight. Nnamdi Kanu sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu sit at IPOB sit at home means the people's order. This is a singular, Simon Eber, a singular. Who do you lead? Nobody. I lead Biafrans. Biafran people. You cannot lead Biafra people to restore Biafra. You will lead a group. Ojukwu was leading his army. He was not leading the whole Biafra. He led Biafra army to fight Nigeria. The army was saving Biafrans. You cannot include all Biafrans in your freedom fighting. You must have a group, and any member of your group is automatically involved. You can't involve all Biafran. These are the complaints of Nigeria. That's the narrative they brought through Joe Ibokwe. He's forcing Nigeria. What kind of Biafra is that? He's forcing everybody in his Biafra. But that is self-determination. We don't force everybody. But Simon is forcing everybody. Because IPOB knew that there are politicians. We knew that there are religious leaders. We know that there are businessmen who don't believe in what you are doing. So Nnamdi Kanu only lists the IPOB family members. And when we shall now support IPOB, lovers of freedom support IPOB. When we are supposed to carry you along, we'll carry you along. How do we carry you along? Civil disobedience. Every other activities, we'll leave you to go your own. Why IPOB carry on every other activities? Immediately it comes to your angle, civil disobedience. We will inform you that you will stay at home. After that one, we carry on our duties. You brought every Biafran in your agitation. You must have a group. We are pilot. We are now IPOB. I am saying, declare government in Israel. Declare government in Israel. Even I name major argument. Superior one. Kedahaya. And maybe Biafra's perspective, it is wrong. Imapuafu is IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary. He can never be Biafra Media and Publicity Secretary. There is no Biafra achieved yet. Right? So, all those things are rubbish. Those things are rubbish. Cannot confront us with an argument. You know, no one in can you present right now or something I know email and IPOB nka. Koga we po ya ga agba ni na po ago. Ya e ba yin binu na ehun ora ni IPOB. Right? So who are you leading? Who are the group that declared this government in Ezra? Kedaha group oh. How Simon never declared government in Ezra. Kedaha group again. Agba gbara unu no na ani yo na anaghị eche echiche. Enwere ma sub. Mgbe ya na Benja onya Innocent Oji ka ya mma. Innocent Oji nwere aha group. Biafra National Guide. BNG. Na ha digodo mmadụ 20 no aha group. He can present them ma Biafra abịa. Ben onwu ka Biafrans in this movement. Ọ ya na-edu ndị ahụ. BZM. Waziri ike nwe ma sub nwekwa bim. Enwekwe nke ọzọ wụsị na ya na Simon na Alliance Biafra National League. Onye ahụ ọpọnotu ahụ ha pere mpe. Simon, form your own. Kedu aha nke gị? Because you are in a mission. We are IPOB. We are Nnamdi Kanu. We are other pilot. We are government in exile. We are customary government in homeland. We are government in exile. We are customary government in homeland. Biafra government in homeland. You are a fool. Ihe we shimbaka. Enwere EPC. Even Tony Nnamdi nwe ndị ihe nke ọ na-eme, ha na ihe Nigeria. Ị ga-enwere ndị ị na-edu. Thank you. Did you understand? Who do you lead? Ịma na ọhịa make a shock ọgba ha asọ ọtọbala ha asọ okay ka anyị chọbazo ụlọ ọhịa. Ha nọkọta mapụta. Will not be using the name of IPOB. Yes, Zegi. I am now commanding Biafrans. Use it anyhow. Use it anywhere. I'm saying, I'm going to go in the Maduki Moti. I say, use it anyhow. I'm going to go near Primadu Moti. I say, I use it anywhere. When I don't matter, Biaga. You are going to Biaga. Which means an IPOB Abasaga. Already one week. I say, use it anyhow. Use it anywhere. I'm going to go in Abamadu may hear you to. Aya ala ka ahụ n'iyi ha mapụ ana amachari ebe koziri aka Nnamdi Kanu elekwana ya state of the nation brokers state of the nation ngwa ya na prime minister or president na-enye state of the nation ha Russia was a prime minister magwa ya na-ete iwu prime minister na ị ga-akpọzi Nnamdi Kanu your leader. And Nnamdi Kanu leader of a movement. Like I was a prime minister, so it is a superior to Nnamdi Kanu. So I was calling your leader. Nka hang ya. Oh man, I in a major argument. Chineke na I to putara ha Russia. Ha man I we ke ja pia no. Agbogie gba get that once. Director say ajo go fa ajuju. E mawa jijiji. The second one that flat. Issue is you are a fool. You are an idiot. Get out. You are not ready for freedom. You are able to go now. Go say your phone, your flat neighbor here for sit at home. He ne bone de Biafra. Hey, yes, a week. You keep Biafras. Give away Buronia. On the gonna keep on the body. On the body, keep the Guayan de Menekibur. Idiche na wike. Idiche. Ipob Biafra as an idiche. You are a fool. Wike Nnamdi Kanu ask him, Wike must return second term. How is they away? Director saying that Obiano is doing well. Early and born, we are watching him. Are you not aware? When you change. If there is a trim cake that I got on our bag. Oh, young Rucho, me for go one bottle. It can go where you go. When you are out, you are out. And I said, director say, listen to him. Listen to him. Is it take order from him? He said, take instruction from Chike Dosem. Osige, listen to Ike Guru Agu, listen to Mote Biafra, listen to Mayegun. Nkena Bodu Mara Mayegun. Mayegun diary. A Yoruba man, that was listen to him. Listen to Kechuku. Listen to Ikem Patrick. Listen to Wasofia. Ekanagakwe go Wasofia. So Imam Bemad Opro. Chineka no. Listen to Radio Biafra. Many people also listen to or take instruction from. Can you help us again? IPOB under one central command, under one leadership, under one directorate, under one coordination all over the world. And there is only one. Now let us see your league maybe Biafra, do it. Whatever you know you can do for Biafra to come, do it. The same Nnamdi Kanu spaghetti. Whatever you know you can do to stop Biafra from coming, do it. Because IPOB will do everything humanly possible to make sure that Biafra come. Do it. Why do he say join IPOB? Anything he can make Biafra do it means that if you are a writer, come. If you are a broadcaster, come. If you are anything you can do for Biafra to come, come. Under command, he will control you. He will tell you how to use it. With your talent, he will direct you positively. That's why if you say, Director, I'm a scientist, I can manufacture this, he will say, we have taken down your number. That is to say, he don't want you to go and do anything you can do for Biafra to come because you may misuse it. You may misuse it. If you are to do everything you like outside IPOB, outside command for Biafra to come, why was Uche before expelled? Why do IPOB suspend? Why do we expel? Is it not when you start doing what you will do for Biafra to come on your own without command? Then we know you are going against it, you'll be expelled. So somebody that took you under oath and tell you be loyal to leadership of IPOB, you now bring to me that you can go and keep pregnant woman, and you say it is anything you can do for Biafra to come. But you cannot differentiate with the one he said, if you know what you can do to stop Biafra from coming, do it. You cannot differentiate it. And we here, we know the one you are doing for Biafra not to come, and that's the one we are saying. Don't turn it that anything. It's a lie. The one you are doing is what you do for Biafra not to come. And we here, Director told you that we will do everything humanly possible for Biafra to come. That is to say, even if you are our brother, we will say the truth of what you are doing against our victory. Right? In our turn, Director said if you see him burn down the zoo, Olu, Ozu, Ogidi Ozu, Nnewi Ozu, Nnenugu Ozu, Lusuka Ozu, Obo Ozu, Ihiala Ozu, Onitsha Ozu, Agwata Ozu, Ekwulobia Ozu. I am not joking. Ever hunu na-egbu ndị mmadụ Ozu. Have you stepped an inch in any land of the zoo? Eba you go there. Na abandon the zoo. Na ala Biafra. Esem na war government did. You are a fool. But our leader said what? Before we achieve that, ESN will do that for us. But before we achieve that, we need to create the scenario of Yemen, the scenario of Syria, the scenario of Somalia, in the northern part of the damnable Republic of the Zoo. Also, you know, Eba, if you look for me, you did not see me, burn down the zoo. Director say, in the northern part of the damnable Republic of the Zoo, you need to create the scenario of Yemen, scenario of Syria, scenario of Yemen, Somalia. In the northern part, with address, direct to the address, I got Abuja, heart of the zoo, direct us and I gave you the trouble. I got Abuja, Norodia with his in solidarity with him. In never an Ebuan, I am not a coward. Give one Ebuan back, a gun Abuja. A man may be buffronish. No more good brain. Well, I sit at home, dear bone. I would sit at home to save life. No, we will mad. Utaka oge shallow no need. Okonje ebu mad. Ihe wetre ka happy igba na protest. Una were ebu mad. Ajọ say no free Nnamdi Kanu. Are you mad? You with a brain problem. Ishimakode. Director need in the lawyer Kagawa to free IPOB family members in detention. Lawyers nor free IPOB director only the every that is even Ogoduna or Potabig or IPOB member in the Potagodu. Oh, Biafra won't do hapro, oh my good no way you Jinaka and the Maduno, not a Jawan, or Potana people welcome him. If you don't went down. Young you to OJ more normal. I'm going to any degree recruitment na ESN na boys can join. You got the see for and 5, 6, 4, 3. Every day line no. Every day line no. Every day line no. It will not be there. It deceive on die and can you keep ESN like that? ESN doesn't fall victim like that. Upon you they don't fall victim like that. And then they lose ESN commanders. How we consult with your phone calls on a boy? Commanders, so they lose ESM personnel, right? But on our whole state, but you come every Monday, neighbor boy sign every Monday. Someone will be in a video call. How about your screenshot? Why? You do how you will repeat information in this security because Sunday can't be done up with issue. A boy, did I have boy? No our voice. Ogala Enugu na-atakwa ego Peter Mbaju. Ya tiwe mgbu threat ni wa Peter Mba. Enugu ga capital sit at home. Onye mere n'Imo. Ejimaka akpọrọ gị gaa ụzọ dị menye ego. Ị gakwa Anambra enye ego. Ị mabatala Enugu. Edikwe ejimaka ka ọ gara njikwe nke ahụ. Ya unu iku na ejula. Unu ebido boshiwe. You sent me to Enugu. I was there to represent you. I am going to Enugu. He said I should get you the number of the governor. I said, I will not give it to you because you go there and ask him money. I get him in the meeting. But you say we'll have meeting. We are going to organize meeting. You and the governor. So, I call them Simon, meeting with the governor. Na state, governor Chorogego Eba. Ozwe Egora Peter Mbama Kego. Baka Peter Mbama no way idiot. No way they free Nnamdi Kanu na ado. Peter Mbad bido tackle one this state ya. Ko mepe hanye camera na Simon na ado ihe ahụ na-ekwu. Because all they go for money. Or anger. Ka Peter Mbad ji me ihe. Why onye a ga-eji na-eme ihe a bịa na m ego? Ihe ha nozi wo defense, ihe ejimako ji na-release ihe ndị ahụ, ejimako ọrụ ha akụgo. Ha nozi defense. Peter Mba will end her. Oh yeah, I ain't against nobody shop. But all Simon did ya Simon hagara na we ego. Makoche bu na ha na-eme for free Nnamdi Kanu. Mgbe ha kwuru okwu ego ka ọ mata. Ka ịhụ na all these governors ha na gụrụ ego adịka aware na ọ naghị eme free Nnamdi Kanu. All these governors are aware that Simon is not doing anything Nnamdi Kanu maka ọ nachara ha ego. Do you understand? But you can blackmail and also. So please, as we are rounding up, remember the topic. Nnamdi Kanu must be freed on court merit. Court merit, not because of insecurity. Make sure he may brain hemorrhage. Anything I got committee or insecurity, unable to be Kanu na court or merit. So nobody should bring anything. He has secured court victory. Everything with criminal charges, all defeated. So nobody should come. Can they discuss? No, insecurity in the East. Free Nnamdi Kanu now is a lie. Free Nnamdi Kanu based on court order, court merit. He suffered for it. It did not come easy. Nobody should channel it or divert it because he had to email Kenya director bail. Kasi based on Kenya Kenya go near bail. I had to arrange. Join him the son of boss one ha. Kosa him the BI has school na nyetunde kanye topic amano eba no. They want to change the narrative. And do kind of blood director kosa ge. All kosa ge now, right? Criminality akose. Criminality now. Aga wanyo tia mobere, right? Then kai face the matter. Kai face the matter. Kai face the matter. Kai press ya on. Jishini ke omo chireki. Abraham program late. but we'll continue to push. May Chukwu Abịama bless all of you, provide for you, guide you, ụmụ Chineke. Nọnyere unu in all. Favor you in all. Nara ekele ezi udo, nara otuto. Anyị ka na-ayọ gị, mebọọ ndị iro Nnamdi Kanu niile, mee ka ha pụta ihe. Ọ bụrụ na m so, mee ka m pụta ihe. Ọ bụrụ na m pụta ihe, Director nweta Biafra, mee soro rie uru Biafra. Beta ọnwụ na ọmụnwa ga-abịa blọkụ Director ụzọ, biko mee ka m pụta ihe. Mee ka m pụta ihe. Mebọọ ndị ọzọ ahụ na-awụ nsogbu, ị na ha emebọla ha, mebọọ ha. This man ataga ahụ ọgwụgwọ ụgwọ niile, mmadụ ọbụla ekwesịghị ịwụ ihe ga-anọchiri ya ụzọ. Ọ bụrụ mụnwa, mee ka m pụta ihe ka ahụ ya, ka m nọrọ n'akụkụ, ka this man bịa rie uru ihe o nwetara, ihe ọ tara ahụ ya, maka ya na ndị eze ụwa ga-anọ. Ọ bụrụ na emebi aha ya ugbu a, ọwụ ya na prezidenti niile ga-anọ tụkwuru ọdụ n'oche. Bet ugbu a aha ya ka dị otu a, onwe prezidenti na-aga achọ ka ya na ya nọ ala n'oche. Ọ ga-eso n'ebe niile a na-ekpe udo n'ụwa. Chukwu okike Abịama, anyị mana ihe ndị a ka e nyere ya n'aka, ya ka ndị iro na-achọ imebi, ekwekwala ka o mebie. Free him. Were ụzọ ọzọ taa Naijiria ahụhụ. Ọwụzi continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. E nwere ụzọ ọzọ iji ata obodo ahụhụ. Anyị mana iwere ego nke ata ha ahụhụ. Yuzuo n'ụzọ ọzọ Chukwu Abịama, maka na ịbụ chi n'aha gị, chi okwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise. Thank you, ụmụ Chineke. From me, fearless Ipob evangelist Mazi Madi Abuchi, I'm from here, our homeland radio Biafra, here in Biafra land. It is good evening. Thank you, ụmụ Chukwu. Thank you.